To record Star Wars with the backing soundtrack, here's what you do. First, go to our class website in Haiku or PowerSchool or P-Learning, whatever you want to call it, and log in. The next thing you'll do is go over to the left and click on Recordings. Once you've done that, you click on this really long link that will get you to "This site can't be reached." There it goes. When you get to my audio folder up here, you scroll down to T2. Sorry about that. And then you scroll all the way down. Don't go anywhere else. Go in this folder. Scroll all the way down to the Star Wars soundtrack that you need. Beginning band, you're using the slow version for BB. Everybody else, you're using this version. You right-click on the three little dots, the ellipse, to download the recording. And what happens is it'll probably pop up on your screen, but it also went to your downloads folder or wherever you normally download stuff. So we've downloaded it. Now we open up Audacity. Go to the File menu. You can open or import, whichever you choose. I'm going to go to Open. I'm going to find where I saved the file. I'm going to do the beginning band version, and it should open it up. It's kind of too big for the screen, so I'm going to go to the bottom and make it go up. Not big enough to pass the plus and minus volume slider, but right about there. Okay, right now I've got it set up with headphones, so you're not going to hear it, but you will get to see what's going on, and then you can compare what's going on afterwards. So, let's see. First of all, we need to adjust the microphone slider, which is right here. For you, you probably need to start with it in the middle. If it records too much blue, make it softer. If it records too much gray, make it louder. For me, I know I need to have it about right here. And I'm going to press the red button, and then I'm going to play a little bit along with it. You will not hear the recording until I take my headphones off. It's coming up. I pressed the space bar to stop it. Now you can see them both. And let's see if I can play them both so you can hear them. I'm going to skip the beginning. I'm going to click about right here. To play. I'm too soft. So I'm going to make me louder. I'm going to make the accompaniment softer. And I will try it again. Play. That's better. You should hear about 60% of your sound and about 40% of the background. Okay? That much is set. Now, I only recorded part of it. So now if I want to record some more, let's see. We adjusted the balance. We did that. Actually, I need to make this back down here. There we go. So if I press record again, I'm going to mute my first sound. Actually, you know what? I'll go ahead and make sure that I can hear my first sound so I know where to stop, and then I will know where the next one starts. Okay, so again, you're not going to hear it until after I am done. Here it comes. Whoops, and I intentionally messed up towards the end. Oh, you know what? I forgot to hit the record button. I was just playing. Let's do it again, so you won't hear it again. That's all right. Sorry about that. Here it comes. So I messed up something there, and we're going to talk about adjusting it there. First of all, you can look right here. I'm going to solo this track, so I can only hear this one. Here it comes. And I talked. Well, all I have to do for that is to highlight it, and I'm going to go to the Generate menu. You can barely read it. Generate, Silence. And what that will do is silence it without cutting out part of the track and making the track move left or right. So we say, okay. Okay, let's listen to just this track. right? So what I'm going to do now is use my plus magnifying glass so I can get closer and find out the part that I need to cut out. I think that's it right there. So all I have to do is come down here, highlight the part I want to get rid of, press the delete key on my keyboard, and it's gone. You see how it moved everything to the left or right. So when you're trying to, whoops, let's see what happened. There we go. So when you're trying to delete things, make sure you highlight it and not just press delete. Go up here to generate and insert silence. What that will do is just replace that spot with silence. Okay, but there are times when you can actually just delete things and it's not going to mess it up. All right, I'm going to unsolo this and try to listen to all of it. Unsolo, it's all blue. Let's go back towards the beginning. 1, 2, play. All right, I heard that the second one that I did is a little bit too soft. So I'm going to make it a little bit louder. I also forgot to play the pickups in like measure 12, so I might want to go back and just record this one over again. Just X out of it and record it over again. But for right now, I'm going to pretend everything's the way I want it. I'll listen to the whole thing and make sure that it is the way I want it. When I'm ready to save it, if you want to save as a project, so you can go back and edit it later. If you go back and hear there were mistakes and you want to edit it, save a project onto your computer and you can easily go back in and edit. Okay? But if you're ready to give it to me, you're going to go to Export Audio. And then you're going to give it a name. Make sure it has your name in there somewhere and what it is. And I always like to put the date. Did it do it? No. Yep, there it is. eGrush. It's going to save it in my T2 folder. I still can't spell. There we go. I'm going to save it. Now the important part. So many of you go and export it and then just give it to me right there without listening to it to make sure that it's right. You would probably proofread a paper that you were turning into your teacher, so go find it and make sure that it is right. Let's see. I put it in my audio folder, T2, and I saved it as eGrush something, I think. There it is. So I go and listen to it. The whole thing. And I make sure it's right. So I'm listening to the whole thing. Once I'm sure that it's right, I don't want to make any edits to it or that the sound quality is bad or that it just didn't record, then it's time to turn it in. Let's see if I can get to the right place. There we go. I'm going to go to musicfirst.com and scroll down, the CA Music First one, and scroll down to what we've got. And we've got PA2 Star Wars Recording, Second Try, William Tell, a bunch of other things. Make sure you go to PA2 Star Wars Recording. Let's see if it'll go. Okay, then I'm going to submit. Choose File. Somewhere in my audio folder, T2, it was eGrush, right? So we're going there. Here it is. I've checked it. Whoops, sorry. I've listened to the whole thing. I made sure it's an MP3, and now I submit it. And the way you'll know you submitted it is if you'll go back. Well, if you look here, if it says resubmit, then you know you submitted it once. If you want to do a better one, do resubmit. Also, if you go back and look at these, it will probably tell you, hey, look, that assessment has disappeared. So if it's disappeared, it means you submitted something. All right, I hope that helps out. Email me or ask me in class if you have any questions. Thanks. Bye.